Hello everyone. I feel like I have to introduce myself. It's a bit weird. My name's Evelyn. People call me Ave, it's easier. This will be my very first tarot video. I feel like I'm outing myself. It's a bit strange. I wanted to do this video on I don't like the word journey. But as the tarot is about the Fool's journey, let's go with that word. My tarot journey so far. I'm not going to go into too much detail because that would feel a bit too much for the minute. But yeah, I just wanted to show you where I started off, which was quite a few years ago. I've been interested in the tarot for quite some time, and I'm not quite sure when I got this set, kit, whatever you want to call it. I got this years ago. I just had a look in the book, and it was first published 2001, and this is the second edition, 2003. So I must have got it around that time. It was in a cheap bookshop. I wanted to have a go. I had friends that were interested in tarot, and we talked about it, and I thought, okay, this is something I want to get into, but I didn't want to spend an awful lot of money because I didn't know if I was going to like it. So I got this set. It's a, as it says, a beginner's guidebook. Get a hold of your life with the tarot as a guide. It's got all the cards, and it's got an 80-page book. The book was terrible, as you might expect from something as cheap as this. I mean, it does have, for those who don't read Dutch, history of the tarot, blah blah blah, simple spread, 7 spread, 21, and then it goes into the Celtic cross. And all the interpretations of the cards are done with the Celtic cross. So for a beginner, this was all the information I had, and it was not enough. I don't know, it was just, it didn't do anything for me. I did try. These are the cards. They're like ridiculously cheap. And thin. I wouldn't even buy like a birthday card in this thickness. I even, because it's got the name in French. I don't know why it's in French, because I don't think this is Kathleen McCormack. Doesn't sound French to me. I put the Dutch name at the top, which people were like, oh, you can't write on your cards, but these were shitty cards anyway, excuse me. So yeah, I wrote all the names on them thinking that might help me. It really didn't. I couldn't connect to them at all. And then I think it's called pip cards, is it? I don't know. I'm not, like I said, I'm quite new to proper studying tarot, so I'm not familiar with that term. But like your numbers cards, they're all like this. Like, they don't tell you anything about the card other than, can you count how many of these there are on this card? And yes, I can. Cups. Let's see, have we got this swords? See, 3 of swords doesn't tell you anything about what 3 of swords might be about. And then we've got pentacles. 4 of Pentacles doesn't tell me anything. So this didn't help me at all. And for that reason, I thought, okay, maybe tarot isn't for me. I went back into my diaries and I found an entry saying that I went to, and I completely forgot about this, Bureau voor Tao. So, like a bureau or like a organisation that does like workshops and all that kind of thing. I went there with a couple of friends, and they had the Voyager deck for people to have a go, and according to my diary, I had, or my journal rather, I had the Lovers and, oh, I forgot another one. Man of Crystals. I don't know, I'm not familiar with the Voyager deck, but I wrote down like, oh, it's a really pretty deck, but it's so expensive. So, yeah, I didn't go any further with that. Excuse me. Rooibos, in case you're wondering, and a cup from Poundland. It holds 400 millilitres, so I love it. Nice big cup of tea. Yes, so then I was more interested in crystals and runes and that kind of thing, although the runes was difficult as well because there wasn't an awful lot of information I could find at the time. And then my life turned upside down. I moved to the UK to be with my Thai. Yeah, it was always sort of in the back of my mind, but I didn't really do anything about it until one day we used to go to car boots quite a lot. I found this at a car boot. It was all still sealed up, so and I quite like that because I don't know, if this is all about energy and all that, then I don't want anyone else's energy on my cards. Yeah, so I got this set. Does it annoy anyone else that the book and the cards are like this, and then you have to put the lid on sideways? It annoys me. Yeah, again, I tried, but I couldn't get into the images. It just, I found them so difficult to connect to. And you've seen these a billion times, I'm sure, but it's just, I don't know, I just couldn't. So even though I was still like interested, there was no connection. I also found at car boot, still sealed up, this set. It's the Merlin Tarot. It's got the book, the cards, and a journal, and I'll show you quickly that the journal is still empty, didn't do anything with that. The guidebook is quite interesting, but they've renamed a lot of the oh, this is another Tree of Life, I'll get to that later. Like the Hierophant is called the Innocent. Let's see, there's some more names that have changed. The Devil is the Guardian. And then the suits are, I can't remember because I haven't really worked with this. Serpents. I think there's fish, birds, serpents, birds, beasts, and fish. So yeah, it was quite different from your normal tarot. The cards are really nice, if I can get into them. See, it's really quite big. This is that. I can't remember what they call it. They don't call it the Tree of Life, but it's that kind of idea. These are not in order, but Priestess, Universe, Lovers, naked. Yeah, and that's a suit of birds. But then the same thing, like this is four of birds, truce. Okay, so that tells you a little bit more than what the other pack did, but the court cards are fully illustrated though. I might do a walkthrough if anyone's interested in that, but I might want to have get into it a bit more. These are the beasts. Two of beast apparently is change. The back of the cards are quite nice. So yeah, that was that, and then I just stopped even looking for tarot cards. I thought, like, okay, I've tried the Rider-Waite, I've tried something completely different, and it's just not, maybe it's just not for me. But in the back of my mind, it was still sort of there. And then for Christmas and my birthday's on the 30th of December, so quite close to Christmas, and for like the last couple of years there's always been something else that I really wanted for either Christmas or my birthday, like the Midori's and things like that. But last year, sort of October, November time, when I start looking into what I would like, because me and Tabby always make wish lists, and this is what I'm gonna get, because you know, you've got everything that you want, and like Ty said, like, I'd rather give you something that I know that you want rather than buying you something and maybe it's right, you know, it's not what you'd like. So yeah, we normally know in advance what we're going to get for Christmas and my birthday, and that's just fine. Put that away. So like this Christmas, I've been watching people's tarot videos for a couple of years now. Laura D, I love her. Her videos I've kept up with for a couple of years now. There's a couple more people, but then you know how YouTube throws stuff in your, oh, you might like this kind of list, and Holly came up. Lovely girl. Amazing eye makeup. Her videos started popping up of tarot cards, and she did a I think it was top 5 beginners decks, and one of the decks she talked about was the Gilded Tarot. Now I know Kelly Bear, you're gonna, but yeah, this one, and I found this on Amazon with a guidebook, and I thought that looks like a more solid book than what I had before. This might actually help me to understand what this really is all about, and I'll have another go. So yes, I put this on my wish list, got what I wanted, and I've been using this for, well, ever since Christmas. I do a daily draw, and yeah, I'm studying, I'm slowly getting a hang of all these cards. And I also, like a couple of days after that, I saw another video of someone who posted a deck review and a deck like walkthrough, and they had the Joie de Vivre by Paulina Cassidy, and I love it. It's beautiful. I can show you these at another time as well. but this is my study deck. It's not the most beautiful, in fact it is quite cheesy, I think. It's airbrushed people and but it's colour coordinated, and the images are quite clear, so it's easy for a beginner like me. Hang on. Hi again. Before we were so rudely interrupted.
What?
Ty came down. Ty is my fiance and has been for a very long time, and he works nights, so but today is his first day off again, so yeah, he just came downstairs. So if you can hear something, then that's him. It's a little bit further later in the day. We've had lunch. You don't have to nod because they can't see you.
I know.
Anyway, but shh, you watch video. He has his headphones on because it's weird. Yeah. So as I said, it is a bit. I'll try and find you a very bad cheesy. I mean, this is just like. Oh, and there's one that makes me think of Game of Thrones. Yeah, it's not the deck that you fall in love with for the images, but like I said, it's very clear, and where it's colour coordinated, and it makes it easy to learn. So I'm still happy with it. Plus it has that good guidebook, so that helps me out. Yeah. I also got I think it was for my birthday, I can't remember if it was for my birthday or Christmas, this book, Around the Tarot in 78 Days. Very thick book. It's got how many pages? Quite a lot. Blah blah blah. That's index and notes. 421 pages, so that's quite a lot of information. But I've been using this. I haven't gone through the 78 days, but what I've been doing is drawing a card for the day, looking up the meaning in my book, the guidebook that came with the deck, then look up what it says here in the book and go from there. And that's been working out pretty well, to be honest. So yeah, that's kind of my journey through with tarot so far. Since my birthday and Christmas and all that, receiving the decks and working with them, I have found quite a couple of new to me tarot channels on YouTube. Someone called Ethany had a tarot challenge for the month of, I think it was, January, where she asked 31 questions to people to do videos on. So I've been watching quite a lot of those, and out of those people I've subscribed to someone called Kelly Bear. Love her videos, they're hilarious. And Patrick from, is it In the 78 Cards? And he does a lot of very nice videos as well. And he did a year ahead spread that I'm going to be doing. I haven't done that yet because I didn't know about this. But yeah, that is on my to-do list, tarot wise. Yeah, and in my next video I will tell you a little bit more about how I've been, sorry, I'm holding my cup, how I've been studying my tarot how I've been using it. So that'll be the next video, which I'll probably film straight after this. So it'll be the same outfit and all that. I hope you don't mind. You probably don't. Who was it this week? I watched a video who said, why do women always apologise for their looks when they do videos? I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, so that is it for this video. Hope you enjoyed this. It was a bit sort of, like I said, coming out terror-wise. Yeah, looking forward to doing more of these videos.